write Kilimanjaro, I thought I would do one just for you, since you're asking, and you were asking about exercises with the violin, and I don't think my answer was all that helpful, so I want to try another more helpful answer. So, the exercise uses the actual violin. So, take your violin, however it is, and hold it like this. And then hold it here with your hand, so there's no neck, no shoulder being involved. So I'm not pushing hard, it's just sitting right there. Alright, so from this position I can do open strings, I can practice open strings, and I'm holding the violin up. You can also practice just above the string like this. So stretch your neck. You're not using any of your neck or any of that. So this is one exercise, it's just holding it and silently bowing above it. Right? And you get, so you see my shoulders are not being tense. There's no tension in my shoulders. Ha la 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 la. So that's number one. Number two is it's something that I devised myself. Now this looks like a skateboard wheel, and you can use a skateboard wheel for this. Maybe you're an ex-punk rocker, go down in the garage and get your skateboard wheel. Or maybe you have kids, go down in the garage and get your kid's skateboard wheel. And you tie a skateboard wheel to a string, and you can kind of do a bowing exercise where you bring it up, leading with the wrist real slow. I'll tell you what this is. This is not a skateboard wheel. I had a clogged drain in the kitchen sink, and I got under the kitchen sink and I fixed the clogged drain and all that. And then, but when it was all done, I found this thing sitting under the sink, and I was like, what is this and where did it come from? And it took me so long to figure out what it was. Well, what this is a little weight that they put on the hose of your spray module on the kitchen sink. So if you have a little sprayer on your kitchen sink and you use it to spray your dishes, and then it kind of pulls itself back down, this is a weight that sits on the hose, and this is what does the pulling. So what happened is I went to fix something under the sink, and when I was all finished, I had this extra part. It took me forever to figure out where it came from. Well, this was the weight on the end of the hose. I finally figured it out. But instead of putting it back, I incorporated it into my violin practice. So you can go to the hardware store and buy one of these, or you can just get a skateboard wheel, or you can really get anything you want. It weighs a couple ounces. You don't want it to be too heavy, but and so you can do this with both hands. And that's basically number one. And number two, exercise number one is just bowing while just holding the violin with your hand here. Stretch your neck, loosen your shoulders, do your bowing. And if you're really adventurous, you can do it on the other side. Try that sometime. Bow with your opposite hand, but don't even touch the string. It's all just this motion you're doing. Right? So you're holding the violin, your shoulders are not being used. Right? So that's, I guess, 1A and B and number 2, and I'll show you a preview of number 3, where we're heading with this. Number 3 is violin Pilates. Lay on your back. Get to that later. Thanks. See ya.